I want to start off with what everybody wants to know right now, and that is whether Alibaba is seeking a 20% stake in Micromax. And I think the pricing that, according to other reports, are that you want $1 billion for it. What light can you shed on this?
So, Rishaad, I think the whole investment environment in India is wonderful, and yes, we do keep getting requests and do keep getting offers from strategic partners who are really interested in being a part of Micromax journey. However, what we are trying to do is trying to figure out who should be the best partner. And as we move forward, whenever we have a name to announce, we'll surely be back with the world taking up in terms of where we come from.
So, are you denying Alibaba wants 20% of Micromax?
So, as I said, we are being, offered multiple options, and a few of the players that are talking to us are both at the fund level and at the strategic level. However, our interest largely remains to go in with a strategic partner, and if a partner is able to bring a strategic value, we would be interested in talking further to the partner. However, at the current stage, there would be no confirmation that I would be able to give.
Okay. Vikas, let's just talk about, you were telling the press, I think not too long ago, that you wanted to raise some funds, and you wanted to raise some funds for developing locally focused software. How much money do you need to raise in order to do that?
So we are looking at putting quite a lot of investment onto that side. In fact, it's as I last spoke about, it's all about experience for us, and we are looking at giving consumer an experience which is a combination of software as well as hardware. And as we do that, I think the team have put together a plan of about $500 million, which they intend to put in the different investments over a period of next 24 months.
Absolutely. I mean, these are startups as well, that you're global startups that you're interested here as well. What's your strategy? How does that fit into what you're actually doing as a mobile phone maker and supplier?
So time has come, Rishaad, where the mobile phone will be one more hardware device which will help into acquiring the consumer. But the long tail of the consumer interest and the long tail of the consumer delight would be the cumulative experience. We are able to couple up the hardware along with the app and the software experience that we give in. And I think that's what is going to bring the consumer delight, and that's what is going to bring a long-term brand loyalty amongst a set of consumers.
Because last time we talked, you were saying that you had this aim of trying to build more and to make more stuff in India. I think you've got a second plant in Rajasthan that you are at the moment building. What's the status of that?
Today, as we talk, we are doing about 33% of our production, about 1 million units that are being shipped out of the India facility, and the further plants are basically providing us a geographical de-alienation from any particular part of India, and the idea is amongst a combination of 2 or 3 setups, we should be able to get a large part of sales being produced in India.
Oh, well, absolutely. And one of the phones that you've got on sale there is a high-end line, I'm just reading this out, called YU. How's that phone been doing for you? And, how does it fit into the whole spectrum of smartphones out there?
So that's an attempt from our side getting into a connected consumer. As I last spoke, we talked about how we are going to bring the consumer together with the brand, not only by an hardware acquisition, but by giving him a continued experience which we intend to bring in, both in terms of the software prowess of the hardware as well as the apps that co-ride and give the consumer delight of when he just reaches the internet.
Yeah, well, let's just talk about the number of smartphone makers, Xiaomi entering the Indian space there as well. There's a profusion of them. Do you think there needs to be consolidation amongst these hardware suppliers, such as yourself?
So I think the Indian industry, the Indian mobile phone industry is coming out of teens, so there's a lot of flirting going on, and as the industry matures up, we'll see steady relationships happening. So let's see who comes from the teens to the better years.